In this video, I'll share with you 5 design house mistakes that make your home look cheap. Kasi let's face it, mahal magpagawa ng bahay. You spend a lot, you prepare for it, but when the project is finished, it still feels like something is missing. Hi, I'm Pia. I'm a licensed architect here in the Philippines. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 design house mistakes na paulit-ulit kong nakikita sa mga bahay dito sa Pilipinas. Stick around this video to find out if you have this. Yung mistake number 1 is about plumbing. I visited my husband's studio unit some years ago in Las Piñas. And the first thing I saw when I walked in ay yung mga exposed sanitary pipes by the kitchen wall. Sanitary pipes are not meant for decoration. Kahit pa brutalism or industrial design ang design peg mo, hindi ganun ang pag-design with sanitary pipe. Nakakadiri yun. Tago naman natin ang mga dapat itago. And what I am telling you is not the worst part yet. Because kapag may exposed sanitary pipes, the sooner or later, you will start hearing dirty water running through those pipes. Loud, noisy inside those big pipes. And you already know what passes through those pipes. This is what happens when there is no pipe chase in the design. A pipe chase is basically a shaft or a box hidden inside a wall. It keeps the pipes out of sight and it also reduces noise kaya wala kang maririnig na running or flowing water running through those pipes. You won't see it and hindi mo rin maririnig when someone flushes the toilet. And if some pipes need to be fixed in the future, it is easily accessible through the pipe chase. Hindi mo na kailangang i-break ang wall to find these pipes. So there are 3 problems right away kapag wala kang pipe chase. First, you see the pipes. And those pipes make your house feel and look unfinished. Second, you hear everything. Every flush, every drainage, every time someone uses the toilet. Third, when the pipes get clogged, you have to demolish the walls before you can fix it. A well-designed home has essential details that you don't actually see. It's not obvious because someone designed it properly from the start. So if you're reviewing your plans now, ask your architect, asan ang pipe chase? Saan ang plumbing access points? This should already be in the drawings before the construction start. Yung mistake number 2 is about firewall. At bago kayo mag-react, hindi ito yung firewall sa computer ha. In construction, the firewall is the wall that separates your house from your neighbors. It is the wall along the edge of your lot. The common mistake is that we extend that firewall all the way through the property line. So, nakasagad siya sa property line. So, zero space, walang setback for maintenance, nakadikit lahat sa property line. Bakit? Because you want to use every inch of your lot. You want to maximize the space, I understand that. But here's what most people do not tell you before you start. A few years later, your firewall will start to leak. May cracks, seepage, water starts to enter your home na magpapasakit ng ulo mo. And because it is built right on the property line, there is no space to access that wall. You cannot repair it, you cannot even reach it. What usually happens is that you enter your neighbor's property just to fix your firewall. And that's already trespassing. Tapos magagalit yung neighbor mo and it becomes a big problem. Tapos, yung leak hindi pa rin maaayos kasi nga galit yung neighbor mo. I've seen a project like this. My aunt's neighbor built a huge firewall that sits right onto its property line, katabi ng house ng auntie ko. And the only way the neighbors can get their firewall waterproof is to access it through my auntie's yard, which is illegal without a permission. Firewalls need maintenance. They will crack over time. They will need sealing and waterproofing for maintenance. Now imagine this. How will you access a large firewall for maintenance if there is no space without trespassing your neighbor's property? How do you solve that? At that point, you really cannot. Unless mag-ala Spider-Man yung i-hire mong waterproofing guy to waterproof your firewall. What I do with my own projects is this. I always set back the firewall 600 millimeters from the property line. about the width of a person. Enough space for you to access the side of your firewall during maintenance. Now, you can waterproof, you can maintain, walang drama or conflict with your neighbor. Do not hesitate to give up that 600 millimeters. Be more afraid of what problems you will face if you will leave no space for maintenance. Right? The floor plan got approved, it looks good, the room sizes look right, the 3D render matches what exactly you had in mind. You signed it and then moved in after a year. Then you realize something. Every time you cook in the kitchen, walang enough space to move around while you cook and while you prepare your kids' baon for school. The bedroom door opens right beside the bed, walang privacy. The dining chair cannot be fully pulled out kasi walang enough space, bumabangga siya sa wall. The hallway only fits one person at a time. And in case of fire, you'll struggle to get out. It's frustrating, right? And the most frustrating part is this. It was already visible in the floor plan. Hindi lang pinag-isipan ng maayos. Because a floor plan should not just look good on paper. It should work in real life and should suit your lifestyle. A life with kids running, with bags in hand, when someone is entering the bedroom while someone is in the living room, when someone wants to use the toilet while someone is eating in the dining area. A house with poor traffic flow is inefficient. Kahit na high-end yung tiles mo, high-end yung finishes mo, even if you used expensive furniture, expensive fixtures, you may not know exactly what is wrong, but you will feel it in your day-to-day activities. So before you approve any floor plan, walk through it in your mind. Imagine mo opening the door while you enter the house. Where does the door swing? May nakaharang ba or is there enough privacy? Is the corridor wide enough for two people to pass it at the same time? Can big furniture fit in, lalo na sa front door mo? Can you pull out a dining chair without hitting the wall? Is your bathroom by the dining area? These questions are free before construction, but are expensive to revise after the construction. Yung mistake number 4 will probably get the most violent comments or reactions in the comments. But hear me out. Many homeowners, and I understand this, want to make their home look clean and well-coordinated. Choose one collection and match everything. Same tile throughout the house, same look, same finish for all the cabinets, same fixture style in every room, every bathroom, every corner. And the result is a house that looks like a showroom unit. Coordinated? Yes, but flat. Even if you spent a lot, it can look cheaper than a home with variation. Why does this happen? When everything looks exactly the same, it feels like it all came from one catalog. Like everything was chosen one afternoon in one shopping trip in one go. There's no depth, no story, no sign that each space was thoughtfully considered. Homes that feel truly beautiful have contrast. A rough texture beside something that is smooth, a matte finish in the bedroom, and a different finish in the living area, a different wood tone in the kitchen, a different tone in the wardrobe of your bedrooms. Contrast creates depth, and depth makes a space feel rich. This is not buying expensive materials or finishes. This is about choosing with intention. One statement tile in the bathroom that stands out among the rest, one pendant light in the dining area that is not identical in the living room but still feels related. When choices are intentional, the home feels curated. When everything is matched, it feels purchased, walang personality. And the difference is immediate. Do you have violent reactions? Comment below. Mistake number 5, this mistake causes all the mistakes in this video. This is how it happens. A property owner goes to an architect with a wish list. 4 bedrooms, 2-car garage, big kitchen, lanai, nice facade, premium finishes everywhere. The architect designs it. It looks beautiful. Then the BOQ or detailed cost estimate comes out. And suddenly there is a gap of 2 to 3 million in the budget. BOQ or bill of quantities is the itemized list of materials and labor cost for the project. So here's where we start to value engineer the design. Remove the ceiling treatment because it's too expensive. Skip the pipe chase. Okay lang kasi hindi naman nakikita. Eliminate windows. Use cheaper tiles. Reduce clearances in the floor plan just to fit everything. And one by one, everything that makes the house beautiful, durable, and functional gets removed. Because the design did not start with a realistic budget. This is how you end up with a house that looks cheap. Not because you don't have the money, but because your money was spent reacting to a plan that was too big for your budget instead of building it right from the start. I always tell my clients this. Always design based on your budget, not on your wish list, not based on Pinterest, not based on your friend's house, based on what you can actually afford. Because a home designed properly within your budget will always look better and last longer than a home that started with a big dream and got stripped down along the way. And if your architect has not asked you for your budget in the first meeting, that is a red flag. Your budget is not just a detail. It is the foundation of everything. So those are the 5 design house mistakes that make your house look cheap. And none of them are about the quality of your materials. They're all about decisions. Decisions made or skipped before construction starts. Pipes that should be hidden but are visible and eyesore. Firewalls with no space for maintenance. A floor plan that looks good on paper but is not efficient in real life. Everything matched from a single catalog. And a house designed from a wish list instead of a real budget. If you are still in the planning stage, this is your checklist before anything gets built. Because on paper, changes are free. After construction, mahal na siya. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with people who are planning to build or renovate. And comment below, which of these 5 design mistakes have you seen in your own home or in somebody else's home?